Welcome to Science Investigators, the show where our investigation team answer all your science-related questions. This week, we're in Darndale National School. Coming up on today's show, magic milk, homemade lava lamps, and crazy chemical reactions. But first, let's meet our investigators.
I'm Shane, I'm 11 years old. I like football, PE and science.
Hi, I'm Chloe, I'm 11 years old. I like dancing, maths and science.
I'm Tanan, I'm 11 years old. I like football, PE and science.
Hi, I'm Kaylee, I'm 11 years old. I like dancing, horse riding and science.
We are the Science Investigators.
I wonder what the question will be this week. What is a chemical reaction?
Is that something to do with things blown up?
Maybe it's two objects mixing together.
I think we should go and tell the class.
Good idea.
Okay, scientists, we have a question for you. What is a chemical reaction?
Does anybody have any answers?
It's when you mix two things together and it just blows up most.
Does anybody else have an answer?
Rust is a chemical reaction. Your chemical reaction.
Okay, scientists, it's time to do some research.
This is a chemical reaction. The candle is burning because there is fuel, the wick on the candle, oxygen, which fires the wood, and heat, which came from the match.
When the cup goes over the candle, we take away the oxygen and so the candle goes out.
For this experiment, you will need a balloon, dry yeast, empty plastic bottle,
A couple of warm water.
Sugar.
make a funnel with your piece of paper.
Pour your yeast into the bottle through the funnel.
Put your funnel on your bottle and pour your sugar in. Put the lid back on the bottle and give it a good shake.
Quickly put the balloon on top of your bottle.
Like people, yeast needs energy to be active. The sugar makes the yeast active. This causes a chemical reaction which releases a gas, carbon dioxide.
This gas fills up the bottle and eventually the balloon.
For this experiment, you will need a tray,
Milk,
Some cotton buds, washing up liquid,
food colouring,
Pour the milk into the tray.
add some drops of food colouring.
put some washing up liquid on your cotton bud.
Put your cotton bud into the milk and see what happens.
When you add the washing up liquid to the milk, it tries to break down the fat in the milk.
This causes the colours to scatter and mix. Okay guys, that was great research. I think we need to find an expert.
Coming up on Science Investigators, we meet our expert, Dr. Ronan Smith.
Do you guys know what a scientist is or what a scientist does?
We show you how to make your own lava lamp at home. And some more crazy chemical reactions. But now it's time to visit our rocket scientists to see how they've been getting on with their rocket building challenge.
Can you build me a rocket, please?
We spend time decorating our rocket by painting it and sticking tissue paper to it.
We went outside to see how far we could launch our rockets into the air. We done different things. Sometimes we put 2 tablets in and sometimes we broke them up. This is cool, but we want to make a bigger rocket.
It looks like our rocket scientists have made some great progress. Tune in next time to see how they're getting on. So far on Science Investigators, the team have been learning about different types of chemical reactions. Now let's return for the final part of today's episode.
My name's Dr. Ronan Smith from Trinity College. I'm here today because, like these kids from a very young age, I was really interested in how the world works. I'm really into football and music.
What is a chemical reaction?
So everything is made up of different elements. And you might know the names of a few elements. Can anyone name an element for me? Yeah?
H2O.
H2O is a couple of elements together. There's 2 elements in H2O. H2O, right, means that we have 2 hydrogens and an oxygen. Okay, so this is just another name for water. So every time you see water, okay, you know that water is made up of all these tiny little molecules that there's 2 hydrogens and there's 1 oxygen and they're stuck together. When we have a chemical reaction is when we get a couple of different elements and we change them into different things. We change them into different molecules. So,
Why should we care about a chemical reaction?
how do you clean your floor? You need a chemical reaction. How do you light a match? You need a chemical reaction. How do you breathe? You couldn't live without chemical reactions.
Get a jar and put a little bit of water in it.
Fill the jar the rest of the way with vegetable oil. Drop in your fizzy vitamin C tablets and watch your lava lamp.
If you add more tablets, you'll get a more of a violent reaction.
We turned off the lights in the room and shined a light through it, and it looked really cool.
Some hydrogen peroxide with 6% volume. You can buy this at the chemist.
Some dry yeast.
Some food colouring of your choice.
Some washing up liquid.
And some warm water.
Pour your hydrogen peroxide into your empty bottle.
Put in a good squirt of washing up liquid.
Swirl it all around. Pour your yeast mixture into your bottle.
Watch the chemical reaction.
I think it was really cool.
Now it's time for our recap.
A chemical reaction is something that happens when 2 or more substances come into contact with each other.
Chemical reactions can happen very quickly and can be very dramatic, like fire or explosions.
Or can happen over a longer period of time, like rusting metal or iron.
Next time on Science Investigators, we visit Glasnevin Educate Together National School, where our scientists are given the question of the week. We'll find out how our rocket scientist challenge is getting on, and can you make your own cloud? See you next time.